All right, y'all wanted me to weigh in on this DeAndre Morris Tone Roden thing. Let me tell you this. It's pretty simple when it boils down to it. Is that not because of anything previous or anything like that, but DeAndre is correct, and I think it's sad, and it's been let's just say a ABKC way of thinking that people aren't allowed to have an opinion on what they're saying unless they come to shows. Let's just be realistic. Most people aren't going to shows. That's why the shows are very, very small. But at nearly every show, people go live. We all get a chance to see what's in the ring. We all get a chance to see some of these dogs that are champions, grand champions that are not well put together. Then we all get to hear about different aspects and different things that we see, or whatever the case may be, with health issues with these dogs. So not just the visual, but other things that are wrong with these dogs. And DeAndre is correct. People breeding to their own vision is destroying the breed. You know, when you think that you can just take the leeway to I'm gonna breed a dog with a bad rear, or I'm gonna breed a dog that's got bad feet, or I'm gonna breed a dog that's obviously like a bulldog type of breed, and you have a registry that will lean into you and allow you to do these things, you will continuously see a breed that's on a downfall. I think it's sort of crazy for anyone to argue that the dogs are getting better. These dogs are obviously getting worse. The condition of the dogs are obviously getting worse. I know just from my judging eye, I can tell you this: the rears on the dogs are horrible. And as a matter of fact, to all of you ABKC people who will run to this video and talk shit, look, even your bully king, Dave Wilson, he has talked about the rears needing to be better on the dogs because the dogs' rear ends are super stiff. So if the dog's rear ends are super stiff, um, the dog's rear ends are high. You see a lot of straight stifles. You see some weak rear ends. This is one of the worst areas on the dog. Another area that we see is the feet are not as tight. Another area that we see is that the dogs are tending to look more like oldie bulldogs, American bulldogs, and they are having a legitimate American bully facial structure. These are things that we need to do to improve the breed, and I hate to see it when it's a situation to where people who are judges or people who show a lot or whatever the case may be try to shame or down people by saying, "Oh, you don't come out to shows." Trust me, I don't go to the NFL games very much, but I can teach you a lot about football. I don't have to be in the stadium to tell you about what I'm seeing or scout what I'm seeing, or whatever the case may be. People can see with their own eyes the deterioration, and furthermore, it goes into a conversation that I had yesterday with a good friend of mine in Oklahoma. The fact that these veterinarians, insurance companies are now telling them to not deal with these dogs because of a lot of the issues that these dogs are having as far as their health, especially with their cardiovascular systems and their joints, it further shows you that it's a deterioration in the breed. It doesn't say that every single dog in this breed is screwed up. It doesn't say that. Yeah, there are a few nice dogs, but for the masses and the dogs who are champions and grand champions, I'm willing to bet big money, and I'll take anybody on that in the ABKC. You give me all of the ABKC champions from the last 2 years. You give me all of the ABKC grand champions from the last 2 years, and I can pick them apart, and I can find things that disqualify them from being a champion or a grand champion on most registries list. The problem is that we have registries in the bully community that are afraid to turn people away. They're afraid to push their numbers down so that they won't penalize these people for the issues that their dogs are having, and instead they just want to keep people around and we'll fix it later. Well, we'll fix it later has turned into a breed that is being banned worldwide for a multitude of reasons, including here in the United States, where some places don't want them. And we talked about the shows. Well, Tone talked about the shows, but the shows attendance is down because people are losing interest in this breed because there are a lot of garbage dogs. And maybe, it isn't that Tone has a bunch of horrible conformation dogs, but guess what? You see them. And the fact that you're defending it and not saying anything about it and not being a part of the team to say, you know what, more people do need to straighten the fuck up and breed better dogs, that's part of the problem. It's been the same problem with Dave. Stop being so defensive about the institution of the ABKC in your own yard and this and that and the other, and protect the breed. Nobody is protecting the breed. And if anybody can sit on one of these lives and say, or go on a post or whatever and say that the American bully is in very great condition as a breed, you're so full of shit you don't even need to speak anymore. It's not, a lot of people do still have some very nice dogs. I've seen a few that are very, very nice dogs. Trust me, but there's a lot of garbage dogs out there. And what I would like to hear from the tone of the ABKC mob is that, hey, we need to fix this shit because it's not in great position. But until next time, y'all, much love. God bless y'all. Peace.